Welcome back to SportsCenter. And we start tonight with breaking NBA news. Chris Paul has been waived, and his career makes an unpleasant end. A 21-year vet, a future Hall of Famer, and it ends with a odd transaction line waive. Now, you can feel however you want about Chris Paul. The antics, the attitude, fine. But you can't deny this. A legend should not go out like paperwork. And that's why this isn't just about CP3. It's about what the NBA is turning into. Ladies and gentlemen, stop. Because what's happened to Chris Paul is bigger than just Chris Paul. He gets waived, and that's how a 21 NBA vet story ends? Not with a farewell, not with the moment, not with the league giving him his flowers. Just paperwork. A transactional line. A business decision. And I'm not here to pretend I loved all of Chris Paul's antics. I didn't. But I respect greatness. I respect longevity. I respect a Hall of Fame career. And this is a disaster of an ending for the entire NBA. They should be ashamed of themselves for what they allowed to do. Chris Paul was a member of the Players Association. But here's the real issue. This isn't just about CP3. This is about what the NBA is turning into, because the league is becoming more and more of a business and is losing the heart and soul that made people fall in love with the game. James Harden says, it's a business. It's not about loyalty. Okay, we know. But if that's the loudest message from the stars, if everything is business first, then where is that Mamba mentality? Where's the pride? Where's the personal standard that says, I'm not going out like that? And we're not treating legends like inventory. And then you pile on sports betting. Lines everywhere, odds everywhere, overs and unders everywhere. The game starts feeling like it's being packaged for wallets instead of for passion. And now we're at All-Star Weekend. This weekend is supposed to be a celebration of the sport. The whole basketball world is together. Cameras rolling, fans ready. And the biggest storyline every year is, will the players even care? Do you hear how insane that sounds? The best league in the world, and the headline is effort. And that's what makes the CP3 timing sting even worse. All-Star Weekend in LA. In the shadow of the Clippers, the franchise where his era helped make them nationally relevant. And you're telling me there couldn't have been a real moment, a tribute, a center court acknowledgement, his peers giving him love while the entire league is watching? This is Chris Paul we're talking about, CP3. Instead, we got the most modern NBA ending possible. Waived. 21-year career. And that's the snapshot of this era. Players treated like assets. Moments treated like marketing. Legacy treated like optional. So let me say this clearly. I know it's a business. They make that very clear. But you don't build a sport people love with a calculator. You build it with emotion, with moments, with respect, because the product isn't just highlights. It isn't just drama. It isn't just betting lines. The product is what the game means. And right now, the NBA is risking that every time it chooses flexibility over culture. They choose content over culture. So yeah, Chris Paul deserved better, not because he needed pity, but because the league needs to remember how to say goodbye to greatness.